Good evening. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Just some little cramps.
Hey, yeah. Well,
Thank you. It's good to see you. How are you
yes.
doing today? I hope you've been good. How's work?
Ah, I've been fine. And whereas every other person will be resting at home tomorrow, I'll be going to work.
To
So,
work.
yeah.
That used to be me before, but now that's like changed a
In
little.
those days.
Yeah. So thank you so much for honoring my invitation. This is like the second time, so this actually means a lot to me. Thank you so much to everybody joining in. Sorry, trying to see. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much everybody joining in. Today we're going to be talking about skincare during pregnancy. And some people dropped some questions, which I have also shared with Dr. Esther, also known as the Village Bell. How did you actually come about the name Village Bell? Like, my name?
Okay. The Village Bell is a character in Wole Soyinka's book, The Lion and the Jewel. And the village belle was a young lady that, everybody was interested in. And she, she was always learning. She was always eager to learn and also like demonstrates what she was learning. So, and the village belle account I formed the account many years ago before I even started skincare. So I love that, and I'm just a person that loves to share whatever. I love to learn, and I love to share
Yeah.
what I learn. So that was why I coined the Village Bell.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. Okay, so everybody, this is Dr. Esther Adelopo. Did I get that correctly?
Like an O as in orange.
Adelopo.
Adelopo. Yes.
Adelopo. Okay.
Yes.
So everybody, Dr. Esther Adelopo. She's a medical doctor and also a skincare coach, enthusiast, all of that. And I've known her for like more than a year plus now, like since I started Skin Body. So like I'm sure you guys are going to learn like a lot of things today. So please just stay tuned. Share. You can go off and share so people know to join our live. I really appreciate that. And of course, I'll still post the video after the live. But it's more fun where when everybody's asking their questions here, and we catch the vibe. So I really don't have much to say, at least for now. So I'm just going to let her open the floor and let's get talking. Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Skin Buddy, my skincare twin. I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to come on with you. It's always exciting, and you inspire me as well to get up and work hard on this app because you're such a hard worker. So thank you for the opportunity. When it comes to skincare and pregnancy, basically, pregnancy is a very special time in our lives. That
Yeah.
9 months when there's a little someone growing, and you want to make sure that whatever you do on your skin or
Yeah.
eat or like whatever drug you take is not messing up anything in
Yeah.
there. So it's understandable that everybody is concerned and wants to know about how to take care of their skin in pregnancy. One quick disclaimer here anyway, is that you see, as with anything, any kind of health condition, you always want to run everything by your doctor, by whoever is managing you, because that person has a better idea about whatever your pre-existing conditions are. Even someone that is already managing your skin already knows what you're using and knows how to, make changes to those things. Whatever we're saying here is just, for general knowledge, so that we have an idea. Yes, and it can even spark up conversations between you and your own doctor as to what you want to use on your skin during pregnancy. So you see, when it comes to skincare ingredients in pregnancy, they're broadly divided into like 3 major categories. You have the ones that are outright no-nos. You know that no matter what happens, nobody in heaven and on earth is ever going to recommend that to you in pregnancy. Then you have the ones that are in the middle. They're a bit controversial because we don't have a lot of information about those products. It doesn't mean they're going to harm, but because we don't have so much information, most doctors will be a bit uncomfortable to recommend them like with their full chest. Of course, some people are willing to say, oh no, I don't think there's any issue and will recommend, and some wouldn't. And then there are the ones that are outrightly fine. You understand? So that's how the ingredients are divided when it comes to skincare in pregnancy. So I'll just quickly run through the okay, the no-nos, the controversial, and then the okays. So I had to put a list here so I don't forget. So when it comes to the no-nos, we're talking about retinoids. So retinoids, anything in the retinoid family, starting from the major general of the retinoid family, that's the isotretinoin, that's the oral vitamin A. We use that in acne treatment. We say no, because that one is pregnancy category X. What that means is that research has proved that it can cause fetal anomalies. So if you're trying to get pregnant, you have to have that conversation with your doctor that, oh, by the way, as you're treating my acne, I'm trying to get pregnant too. So the doctor will know that isotretinoin is not one of these things, because for you to be on isotretinoin, you have to be on 2 forms of contraception. And every month when you come for your checkup, your doctor is going to be doing pregnancy tests for you. That's how serious it is. So because of isotretinoin, all the other derivatives like the grandchildren of isotretinoin, the other retinoids, are also deemed as a no-no in pregnancy. So we talk about retinol. I've filled my table with all sorts of potions, and so this is like the ordinary retinol in squalene. We also talk about tretinoin. So this acretine, I know a lot of people will know it as well. We also talk about adapalene as well. So this one. So all those are a no-no in pregnancy. Okay. The next one we'll talk about is hydroquinone. Now, for hydroquinone, the issue with hydroquinone is that long-term use of hydroquinone, yes, has been shown to have side effects. So that's why it is always given in a pulsed manner. But the issue we really have is that hydroquinone, about 30 to about 40% of it is absorbed into through the skin into the blood. So we're worried. Do you understand that? What effect will this have on our babies? So hydroquinone, as well as its derivative, alpha abutane. So Skin Body, I'm going to break your heart, but your favorite serum, which I got because of you.
but I thought this actually contains beta-abutane. Are they
I'm listening to you.
Crazy. This contains beta-abutane, so a lower derivative. So are you saying that no?
So the thing is, because we know that abutane, when it's absorbed in the skin, is converted to hydroquinone. So if we have issues with hydroquinone, just like we said, isotretinoin and all its babies, so hydroquinone and its babies as well. So abutane, whether alpha or beta abutane, we are saying no. So that's why this one will not be a good idea in pregnancy. Also, there's the ordinary ascorbic acid and alpha abutane that I love so much. This one too, we would not recommend in pregnancy. In fact, in pregnancy, those single ingredient products that I would normally say they are stressful are probably the things that are best, because you don't have to be thinking, cracking your head, oh, it has this one, it has what is the extra thing they put inside. So that's why we want to go for single ingredient things. Then we talk about oral medications like tetracyclines, doxycycline. Those ones are not recommended in pregnancy as well. So we go on to the ones that are controversial. So the ones in the middle, So starting with salicylic acid. Trust me, doctors will never agree on this salicylic acid matter. The thing is, we don't want you to use salicylic acid in high percentages over large body surface areas. So we prefer you use it less than 2% in a wash-off form. So for instance, there's this CeraVe SA smoothing cleanser has a low percentage of salicylic acid. You can also use your salicylic acid in a mask form. So like this, the ordinary salicylic acid mask. Okay, so we don't want you to use anything higher than 2%. So I'll give you an example. There's this psoriasis treatment that has salicylic acid at 3%. We don't want you to use that. It's higher than what we recommend. This Naturium body wash is a 2% salicylic acid. Now, it is going all over the body, so which we don't want you to use during pregnancy. So that's where, you have to make that compromise with salicylic acid.
So you have to, it's something that you have to be really careful. So you're saying, oh, you can use 2%, but not all over your body, just like
lower,
area.
2% and lower, 2% and lower. Yeah, because there's some that have like 0.5% now. Do you understand? That have lower concentrations of salicylic acid and in a wash-off form. Yes. So we talk about bakuchiol. Bakuchiol is controversial because, yes, it's plant-derived. So some people are comfortable prescribing or, recommending the use of bakuchiol. But the issue is that because it has so much similarity to the retinoid family, so that's why some people still will not be comfortable with bakuchiol. Also, just like I said, a lot of ingredients are they're packed together. So there are a lot of bakuchiol serums that actually have retinol in the ingredient list. So you want to be very careful about if you eventually say, I don't care, I want to use bakuchiol, you need to check and make sure there's no retinol in the ingredient list, okay? Then we talk about tranexamic acid. We use tranexamic acid as part of brightening treatment. Naturium has a tranexamic acid product. Even this Hadalabo, sorry, the name is complicated. Yeah. So it contains tranexamic acid, and the other version contains arbutin. So you would have to consider and definitely speak with your doctor about using that product in pregnancy. Some people still go ahead and use it and say it's safe. Then benzoyl peroxide. Yes, my benzoyl peroxide family people. So benzoyl peroxide, so I have this Replenix 5%, and then this CeraVe Acne foaming wash, it's 4%. So less than 5% is fine. There's the Oxy10 one. We're not comfortable with it because it's leave-on, okay, but the washes are much better. The thing is, benzoyl peroxide is actually converted to benzoic acid in the skin, which is, harmless, basically. So, but we don't want you to use higher than, 5% concentration if you're using it. And benzoyl peroxide, like we all know, is helpful in acne, okay? Yeah. The other controversial guy is chemical sunscreens.
That's what we're asking. Like, what sunscreens but I think they're already like, I was reading somewhere that it's actually fine to use chemical sunscreen, but I mean, I've had like few pregnant women use it. So basically, it's an experience. Everybody is a different experience for different people.
The thing is, we're trying to encourage people, please use your sunscreen, and then I get pregnant. We're not like, no, it has to be mineral. The point is, it's been found in the bloodstream, but there has been no traces of harm done. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, when you say you don't have to, because you find it in the bloodstream, then it makes it dangerous. No. And sunscreens are one of the most researched skincare products ever. In fact, sunscreens are considered as drugs. So the intensive research has gone into it. And when people say we should stick to mineral sunscreens, I'm like, excuse me, you see my skin color?
Yeah.
I'm already pregnant and swollen and looking round, and then you want me to now
get darker during pregnancy, then using a mineral sunscreen. I mean,
yes. So, but if you are just like, please, let me just use my mineral sunscreen. This Pipette sunscreen I have used, and I have like a review on my page. So if you must use mineral sunscreen, I've tried this one and some others that were just, no. This one at least, you can still apply and, you will look human, basically. So, but I'm hoping that maybe Black Girl Sunscreen will do mineral sunscreens for us, hopefully.
Very, very soon, hopefully.
Something tinted. So I mean, let's go on to the okay ones. So we talk about hyaluronic acid. Obviously, who's fighting with hyaluronic acid? So hyaluronic acid is fine. So things in your most of these serums, this galactomyces, your snail mucin, hyaluronic acid isolated serums from the ordinary, those things are fine. Then we talk about azelaic acid. Okay, I'm not sure. Do I have my azelaic acid here? So there's an azelaic acid from the ordinary. So that is also fine. The Zanic one, very common. Most people also, know that as well. So that is fine as well. There's the Skinoren and the Finacea azelaic acid, fantastic. So you can use azelaic acid. And the good thing about azelaic acid in pregnancy is that it helps like two ways. It can help hyperpigmentation. Someone said hyaluronic acid is a cutie. Yes. So it can help with hyperpigmentation. It can help with acne as well. It's just fantastic, for pregnancy. Then we talk about vitamin C. So vitamin C and its derivatives, really. Most of the vitamin C's I've tried are ascorbic acid. So like this timeless vitamin C, I also have the ordinary vitamin C, which is also ascorbic acid as well. So then if you're on a budget, I mean, this balanced active vitamin C is also helpful as well. So, I mean, the other thing is that AHAs, so alpha hydroxy acids are also, a thumbs up when it comes to pregnancy skincare. So our AHAs are like the glycolic acids, the lactic acids. This will really help with, anti-aging. It will also help with hyperpigmentation as well. It will even help somewhat with even the acne as well, because it will do some gentle exfoliation as well as hydrate and moisturize the skin. So you can either get it in serums. So like this Isn't Clear Essence, I think it's called chestnut something now, but this Isn't contains lactic and glycolic acid. The ordinary contains, this is 10% lactic acid. You also have the 5% variety as well. Okay, so I mean, those ones are, and you even have lactic acid in something like amlactin, and then something like this Eucerin has lactic acid inside. So you can use that in pregnancy. Oh, niacinamide, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm getting there. So that's the next thing. Niacinamide is fine in pregnancy. Yes, niacinamide is fine. Yeah.
Very unproblematic.
Very some people still react to niacinamide, Sha.
True, but
Yes.
I mean, it's one of like, I mean, I react to a lot of products, but niacinamide so far, I mean, it's just very.
Has been
So yes,
okay.
niacinamide
Yes.
is fine if you've been wondering, it's good.
Yeah. So niacinamide is fine either as an isolated serum or in moisturizers, like La Roche-Posay has niacinamide in their moisturizer. CeraVe foaming cleanser also has niacinamide in it. Yes, someone said she's a good girl. So then we have Centella asiatica. I decided to pick out Centella because, drum roll, Centella asiatica has been shown to help prevent stretch marks in pregnancy. So,
Nice.
yay! So when I'm looking for, yes, so this Cicaplast balm contains, so that Cica part is the Centella asiatica. So it will help if you apply it and moisturize your skin, any moisturizer really. But when you now add Centella asiatica to yes, it helps to prevent, stretch marks. Then sulfur is an underrated acne treatment. So, and sulfur comes in masks, washes, spot treatments and things like that. So you can also, it's safe to use in pregnancy. So basically, those are like the broad categories of people. So I don't know if you have anything that you want to like ask or say at this point before I go on.
Yeah, basically, I know a lot of people were wondering about okay, somebody just asked what of kojic acid. I noticed you didn't mention kojic acid, so Because I mean, there are like controversies everywhere right now about
Let me just tell
acid.
you. The thing is, for me, kojic acid also, yes, someone has asked, kojic acid also falls in the same like middle controversy bracket thing.
Okay.
On one hand, I'm also being conscious of the environment in which I am speaking, because there's so many, now people, once it's like they come to Instagram and listen to us, once we say kojic acid, they will just put one bleaching something, they not put with kojic acid in front, and then people will just go and buy it. Meanwhile, there's mercury inside, there's hydroquinone, there's steroids inside, then they just label kojic acid
Kojic
in
acid,
front.
yeah.
Yes, and even the soap that we, the Koje San soap that we all know, the number of fakes around is just confusing. So a lot of times, I just recommend and tell my patient that, do you know what? When something is neither here nor there, and for me, a lot of brightening things, I'm very, very wary of them. Do you understand? So except they come from Western markets. So I usually say no. So I'll put kojic acid in that middle, like. Wait, skip it until after pregnancy. Okay. There are other things that we can use for, brightening and, dealing with hyperpigmentation. But kojic acid, I would say I have issues with trust issues, actually, especially in this environment. Okay.
Someone said I'm struggling with hormonal acne during pregnancy. What can I use to help reduce?
Okay. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about acne treatment generally, because I obviously cannot give a direct reply. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because it is unethical for me to consult a patient on a live session. So, but that's, I wanted to just know if there was anything. So I'm going to talk about hyperpigmentation, acne. I had to write it. Stretch marks. The three major things that we deal with. So, but since acne has come up, let's talk about acne first. So, for acne in pregnancy, we've said retinoids. So your adapalene and your tretinoin is a no-no. But the things that we can use, I've talked about, we can use AHAs, like your glycolic, your lactic. Mandelic acid actually has a good role in acne and hyperpigmentation as well. So if you are dealing with those things and your skin is a bit sensitive or you are new to acids, you can actually use mandelic acid. It's really, yes.
Okay, that's
I
my
think
main
there's one toner.
experience. I
Yeah,
mean, I
there's
know
one
you.
toner that you love.
Yeah, the
What's the
wish
name of
trend
that?
one. The wish
Yes,
trend,
which trend?
yes.
You
Yes.
can see that I'm always monitoring your movements. So
Very gentle and it lasts long. Perfect.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that will help, because it will help to exfoliate the skin, unclog your pores so that you won't be forming the comedones, the acne spots. Okay. Then the next one will be benzoyl peroxide. Like I said, less than 5%. So like this Replenix one, and then this CeraVe acne foaming cleanser, they are less than the 5% and below. The other one is 4%. So that's fine. Then of course, the almighty azelaic acid would also help in your routine, do you understand, for acne treatment in pregnancy. We said salicylic acid needs to be less than 2%, okay? So in a wash form. Sorry?
Yes, I have a question. So for azelaic acid, because I know that they have like different percentage, like there's one 20%, this azelaic acid. We have the one
Yeah.
from Naterium, which is 10%. Others can be
Yeah.
5, can be 15. So is there any, like, is there a what's it called, a limit to the percentage that should be used for azelaic acid, or any percentage is fine?
Okay, so the thing is, with azelaic acid, research is actually behind the higher percentages. So the 20%, the 15%. So that's why most dermatologists will be recommending those percentages. But the other thing is that, so in regards to your question, azelaic acid is usually 20% and below. So we are okay with the 20% for you to use even in pregnancy. However, the thing is that azelaic acid, some people experience a bit of a tingle when they
Yeah.
use azelaic acid.
Yes. Yeah.
So that depends on the formulation. So you would want to go with the one that is more comfortable for your skin. Do you understand? And the fact that it's 10% doesn't mean that we would experience some of those benefits that we would
True.
even get at
True.
20%.
Because
So
yeah,
it's
true. Because the one from the ordinary 10 was 10%, and I think
yes,
had that stinging feel. Yes, and the one from
exactly.
Naterium was like really perfect. I didn't experience any of that. So as you said, it has to do with the formulation. So okay, fine. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
answering my
You're
question.
welcome. So the next one, obviously, pimple patches. patches, okay, like the hydrocolloid patches. They're also helpful for acne in pregnancy as well, because you want to reduce your picking or traumatizing the spots, which can lead to hyperpigmentation or darkening of those spots on the skin, or you can even introduce bacteria into the pimple spots. So we prefer you use pimple patches that don't have any like any treatment thing inside, because some of them have salicylic acid at what percentage we're not sure, and some other treatment agents. So we want you to just use the ones that are plain up on your spots whenever you site them, so that you don't pick them and let them heal. The last one obviously is sulfur. Okay, using sulfur ointment even as a mask, or you use it in a wash form. Yeah, so that is for acne. Okay, then we want to go on to hyperpigmentation. So I know a lot of people, because there is a condition in pregnancy called melasma, the cloak of pregnancy. So a lot of people just find out when they are pregnant, the whole face is dark and they're just looking like a stranger. Do you understand? So don't be tempted to go and use brightening and organic. In fact, the number of issues I'm seeing with organic and organic in real life right now is crazy. It's crazy. So for hyperpigmentation, number one, azelaic acid again. Because as much as it's possible, we need to realize that in pregnancy, people don't have plenty time for serene. Because they're still dealing with, is either I'm vomiting, I'm feeling weak and tired, I'm waking up at 10 and I feel like they beat me all through the night, that kind of stuff. So nobody wants time for serene.
Yeah.
Exactly. So azelaic acid is a dual product. Do you understand? It will help with acne, like I mentioned. Yes.
Yes.
I always have azelaic acid, though. Like, this is azelaic acid, this is azelaic acid, like three. As I'm finishing one, there's another one. It's so helpful, I'm telling you.
Acne, hyperpigmentation, azelaic acid is your friend, to be honest.
And let me tell you, if your acne has died down, do you understand? Azelaic acid is your maintenance therapy. Even if you stop using salicylic acid.
So that texture that acne, leaves and all of that, it also helps to refine texture.
Yes. So that's the thing about azelaic acid. Then of course we go on to glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is also going to help to gently exfoliate the skin. So all that, the skin cells bearing the dark pigment, it gently helps to exfoliate the skin as well. Like I said, yes, I didn't mention the concentration. Usually glycolics we are doing, it has to be less than 20%. In fact, I'll drop it to 10% safe. Because anything that is higher than that is a chemical pill. Do you understand? And before you go and do chemical pills, you need to discuss with your doctor first before you go and have any sort of, pills done on you. Okay? So it has to be a lower percentage, really, for glycolic acid. Then, like I said, tranexamic acid is a controversial ingredient. Okay? So some people are comfortable with tranexamic acid. Some people are not. So, as always, discuss with your own doctor. Then, of course, the almighty niacinamide. Niacinamide is just a wonderful ingredient. It helps in brightening. It helps in oil control as well. So, really, it's really helpful to use niacinamide for hyperpigmentation. So, someone said, thank you, but what brand would you recommend? For what product, really? Is it azelaic acid? So I said there are many brands, but because of the formulation, you might have to do some pick and choose to see which one would be comfortable for you. Yes, some people, quite a number of people are comfortable with this Exanic, but some people have still told me that they had irritation using it. So I'm not certain. Then you also have the Finacea and the Skinoren as well. Those ones are in bigger tubes.
The one from Natorium actually also contains vitamin C and azelaic acid. So it's a good combination. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the percentage of azelaic acid in the Natorium?
Sorry?
What's the percentage of azelaic acid in Natorium?
So it's 10% as azelaic acid, then it contains niacinamide and vitamin C.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yeah, combination. So basically, this can even be your serum because it contains niacinamide, also contains vitamin C, which is like really good for the situation that you are in.
Yes.
So if you don't want to use, if you don't want to use like so many products.
Okay.
Yeah.
The final hyperpigmentation recommendation would be vitamin C. So I mentioned we have timeless. There's this balance active. Then there are also different types of vitamin C's from the ordinary. The ordinary also has this. I brought it just now. Okay, yeah, there's this vitamin C suspension. They are not always the most comfortable in terms of texture on the skin, and they're not always the most comfortable, but I think the serums will be more comfortable texture-wise on the skin. So that's hyperpigmentation. Then stretch marks. So for stretch marks, I mentioned Centella asiatica. So if you have any serum, toner that contains Centella, or like this Cicaplast balm, La Roche-Posay B5, okay, it has Centella asiatica in it. So, and then you can also use hyaluronic acid. So even your hyaluronic acid serums, even your snail, you don't have to stress yourself too much. Your snail mucin, do you understand? So what you're going to do is, after a bath, you want to apply, your hyaluronic acid and then layer on with a moisturizer, preferably one that has Centella asiatica, and then just massage. So that Centella asiatica is to prevent stretch marks, okay? So it's not going to treat stretch marks that have appeared already, because most of the time what causes stretch marks really is that the skin is dry. And so due to genetics, some of us just develop stretch marks just by sleeping and waking up. Yes, without being pregnant. So, but most of the time, so we have genetics, hormonal changes, physical stretch, like weight gain, rapid weight loss, or in pregnancy where the tummy kind of stretches out. And when the skin is dry, the fibers kind of, in quotes, like tear. Do you understand? Because the skin is not elastic. It's really dehydrated. So that's why we encourage women in pregnancy to try and ensure that they are moisturizing, their skin, their tummy, and all that. Another thing I wanted to mention about moisturizing in pregnancy is that a lot of women are actually fragrance sensitive in pregnancy. I would say I was one of those people because, yes, I stole my husband's, I have to confess now, I hope he's not listening. I stole his cream. Like I told him, please, you can't use this cream. The fragrance is too strong. And he was like, who is going to stop me? I was like, hey, I'll show you. So I hid the cream till after I gave birth, and I couldn't even find the cream for like several months after. So please, you should forgive me. So because of that, if you are report. So because of that, if you are pregnant or you're trying, that's not the time to now spend heavy money on this slathering moisturizer with rosemary and vanilla scent. Please just let me tell you ahead of time so that you don't waste your money. When you are pregnant and you can find out that, okay, you're not sensitive to fragrance like that, then you can go to town whatever moisturizer that you like. So I think, the final thing is vitamin C for stretch marks. Vitamin C actually helps to stimulate collagen, just like what your tretinoin and retinoids would do. But unfortunately, those guys are not allowed in pregnancy. So applying vitamin C on the tummy would also help to stimulate collagen buildup, kind of toughen up the skin to reduce, the damage that will happen from the stretching that will happen during pregnancy, and possibly help with reducing stretch marks. There are some products that we normally hear about, like bio oil and all these things. The thing is that bio oil in itself doesn't have enough studies like backing it up to say it is helpful. However, I believe the moisturizing effect of the oil is actually helpful in helping to deal with stretch marks in pregnancy. So someone said already existing stretch marks. Yes, if you have already existing stretch marks, just keep going in with your moisturizer. It can even be your coconut oil or whatever. Just go in, and it is actually the massaging effects that actually helps to improve the look of the stretch marks. The stretch marks may not disappear completely, but it will help to improve the look of those stretch marks. And then when you're done giving birth, pregnant, lactating, like breastfeeding, then we can now consider the use of retinoids. So you can now apply your retinol cream or retinol serum on your tummy to help to, improve the look of those stretch marks.
Wow, now
so
I get pregnant. Oh Lord, it's so interesting the way you've been speaking. I'm like, oh wow, I can't wait to get pregnant so I can experiment.
What invite me to the baby shower?
That's going to be a long while, but well.
Don't worry, I'm waiting for my invitation whenever.
So, I mean, you've talked about a lot of things right now, and I am sure a lot of people have more questions to ask. So you can just use the question box. Somebody said, can a pregnant person use the Urban Skin RX retinol rapid repair? So no retinol basically during pregnancy. I'm sure you probably joined us later. But we already said retinol family is a no-no because they have like a lot of studies that show that they enter the bloodstream and can affect your the fetus. So no to retinol.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you mentioned that, I brought out this retinol cream. Do you understand? It's something that I love. As in, when I used it, initially I was very skeptical, like, this thing is a lie, it's not going to do anything. But it did help. I also love the fragrance in it. Yes, it also gives this like flowery scent. So, and I use it obviously at night. So, but in pregnancy, I'm so sorry, you cannot use this retinol cream. Yes, and the advanced clinicals. Thank you, Skin Buddy. Is that retinol? And no, they have a retinol. Don't worry, you're on course.
This is
They have a retinol one. Yes, they have a retinol one. They have a retinol one. So that one also is a no-no in pregnancy. But what do you think? Okay, you wanted to say something?
The vitamin C one, and it has ferulic acid in it.
Yes.
And yeah, I think this is okay for pregnancy, although it's fragranced, so you have to be careful.
It's on the body. It's not a big deal. So what do you think? Should we run through a routine, like a sample routine for a pregnant woman?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So in the morning, okay, you want to start with a gentle cleanser. So nothing harsh. Do you understand? There are two options. You might either go in with a glycolic acid cleanser or a foaming cleanser. Okay, my CeraVe foaming wash is not here. But so the thing is, if you are someone that doesn't like too much stress, because you don't want to have to deal with 2 or 3 cleansers, do you understand? You can just have your CeraVe foaming face wash or any gel cleanser, the Tiam Azulene cleanser, something that is just gentle that you can use morning and night, no stress, you don't have to be switching cleansers. So you can use that cleanser in the morning. After using the cleanser, you can then go in with your vitamin C serum. Okay, so this is like timeless, this is the ordinary. So you can apply that. That would help, with anti-aging. It will help with hyperpigmentation. Vitamin C is also a booster for your sunscreen. So it helps the sunscreen filters as well. So after applying this, you go in with your sunscreen. If you are a mineral sunscreen, I can't shout person, this pipette sunscreen is fine. Otherwise, if you are someone that, you're okay with wearing chemical sunscreens, I mean, you can do this Black Girl sunscreen kits or the other one, depending on your skin type. These two are definitely dry skin, extra dry skin people. And in pregnancy, a lot of people do, also have some sort of dryness and itching on the skin as well. Then at night, we want to keep it simple. So at night, you go back with your normal foaming or gel cleanser, whatever one that's just basic cleanser, non-active. Okay, you use that first. Then you can even go with your azelaic acid at night. Do you understand? You can use your azelaic acid, becomes your treatment product for your nighttime skincare routine. So you go in with your azelaic acid. After that, you can do a very light, moisturizer or whatever moisturizer you have. Life is not hard, please. So for people that are oily skinned, it was Skin Buddy that made me buy this one. So this is the,
yeah. This moisturizer rather, it's like really good for if you're dry skin. This is actually really good. I use it mostly at night because
I love it actually. I love it. I'm almost done with it. So I love it. I mean, it's a repurchase for me. You can do this CeraVe moisturizing lotion.
Yeah,
yes, I love
might contain retinol, it might contain things you're not supposed to use, so you have to be very careful.
Yes, just basic. So someone asked that recommendation for already formed stretch marks in pregnancy. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. I said your main focus, after bathing, use hyaluronic acid or something like the snail mist, just some hydrating product that doesn't have actives in it. So it doesn't have any exfoliating thing, no tranexamic, all these things. You apply. You can now go in with your vitamin C serum or any vitamin C product, vitamin C cream or whatever, and then you top up with your moisturizer. But the aim is to massage. Do you understand? It's to actually massage. How about products with niacinamide? Niacinamide is good, is okay in pregnancy. We're fine with niacinamide, okay? But we're fine with niacinamide. So basically, that's the basic routine. The other thing I wanted to add was for calluses or like dryness, because sometimes in pregnancy people do have a lot of like dryness around the like elbows, the knees, and even the feet. So your amlactin cream that has about 12%, there's another one that has 14% lactic acid. Yes, that one is fine. This Eucerin product also has lactic acid as well. So if you find out that you have really dry skin, because one of the things is that, I remember I told you that the stretch marks, a lot of times it's the dryness of the skin. And sometimes people in pregnancy, they don't just have time to be rubbing things, and they find out that they eventually have dryness of the skin.
They sweat, so they don't bother.
Yeah, so you can use a light lotion. This CeraVe lotion is light. There are also some that are lighter. You can use amlactin, yes. You can use amlactin.
For the active lotions, are they supposed to use them like every day? Is it said to use them like every day?
So
like,
are you referring to like?
Yeah.
So no, amlactin you can use it every day. It because the thing is the penetration into the skin is very superficial.
Okay.
It doesn't go deep. So glycolic acid, lactic acid, the penetration is superficial, so it doesn't go deep into the skin. Unlike something like salicylic acid actually enters into the pores. Do you understand? To actually unclog the pores. So that's why we have issues with salicylic acid.
Okay, using salicylic acid all over your body, but you can use
it. So you can, yes, you can use salicylic
and less.
And below, yes.
Okay.
No, not above 2%.
Okay. What's your take on salicylic acid, and when can one use it? I mean, it's a hydrator, very good. So you should use it every time, morning, afternoon, night. I mean, you should only do your skin morning and night, but you get the drill, like every time, every time you have the opportunity to use something hydrating like propolis, ceramides, glycerin, all those things that hydrate your skin, you should use them often. They have no
okay. One thing I wanted to mention was that there are some procedures. I talked about pills, chemical pills, and microneedling, all those things. Please, it's important that you get clearance from your doctor before going for some of those treatments. But there's something else that I wanted to even mention. Anything that exposes you to heat. Because melasma is a heat-sensitive condition. Melasma is that darkening in pregnancy. So you want to avoid heat treatments. So you don't want to go to the sauna. Most definitely not. Facial steaming, because you are exposed to water at 100 degrees. That's hot. Do you understand? So what it will do is that it will trigger your melanocytes. And your melanocytes are already hyperactive in pregnancy already. So you don't want any heat treatment. You also do not want undue sun exposure. So all my mamas that like to go to Balogun market on a daily basis looking for the latest baby boots, please try to avoid unnecessary sun exposure. Do you understand? Yes, and your shade. You understand? And then of course,
and sunscreen. And if you get to sweat a lot, you can skip your moisturizer during the day and just make sure you use a sunscreen. It would also work as your moisturizer.
Yep.
What about toners? It depends on the kind of toners you're talking about. Like, I can say this is an exfoliating toner. I can say this is an exfoliating toner. We have hydrating toner like we have hydrating toners like this, like the one from Lineage. These ones are like good to hydrate your skin. So as long as your toners are not containing things like toners that contain retinol, like this one from Murad. It contains retinol and BHA and AHA. I mean, we know AHA is good, BHA is good, but it contains retinol, so it's a no. So it depends on the type of toner. Exfoliating toners, depending on the type of exfoliating toners, you just have to be really careful. But hydrating toners, yes. Hydrating toners, yes.
Precisely. So the thing, and I think another thing that people want to also know about toners, there's that feeling that a toner is a necessary step in your routine. The answer is no.
No.
I think what's her name? Desiree. I've forgotten her Instagram
Desire.
handle now. Desire, yes,
Yeah.
Desire. Desire Uba, she has a post on
Yeah.
toners as well. But the thing about toners is that, what is the toner doing for you? Is it hydrating? That's when, if
Yeah.
you need hydration, you can get a toner that has hydrating properties. If you need something like a hyaluronic acid, toner, something that there are some toners that actually contain light, low concentrations of exfoliants. So that means that you won't, you won't suffer as much irritation as if you use the leave-on product. So that's when you bring in toners. But toners are not a compulsory part of your routine. It is what the toner is doing in your routine that matters, not that you have to include a toner in your routine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
I
So let me
think,
see one more questions. I have 2% salicylic acid serum from Superdrug. Can I continue using it while pregnant? So it's a leave-in salicylic product.
yes, and you're probably using it every day. And so for the super drug serum, I'm not sure of all the other ingredients in it. I don't know what other ingredients it contains, so it will be a bit difficult for me to recommend that. We'll prefer you use salicylic acid in a wash-off form, either as
Like
a
a
mask
cleanser.
or a
Yeah.
cleanser. Yes. So rather than something you leave on, but some people will be okay with it. So you want to discuss with your gynae or your own dermatologist at this point.
Yeah. Also, there's something I need to say. I know we're talking about exfoliation and how it can brighten your skin and all of that, but you still want to be careful. You're not supposed to exfoliate your skin every day. You're not supposed to be using an exfoliant every day, every day. Exfoliating your skin can actually dry your skin, and when your skin is dry, lacks moisture, it can actually trigger acne, trigger irritation, flaky skin, and all of that. So you don't want to exfoliate your skin every day. So I know, like during pregnancy, a lot of women are always, my dear was like, oh, I'm pregnant now. I need something to lighten my skin. There's that worry because you look like a shadow of yourself. But please don't go and and the thing is, when you exfoliate your skin, you have to actually give your skin some days to actually, heal and do the work so you can actually see the work. But when you're exfoliating every day, you don't actually give your skin that time to do the work. So please don't exfoliate every day. I honestly do not recommend exfoliating every day. Yeah. Okay, another question. Okay, you said this one. Sorry, trying to see if I missed this one. Okay.
I think while you're searching, I think somebody asked about dry skin in pregnancy. So, I mean, if you have dry skin and you're pregnant, you're going to just choose products that are formulated to be slightly thicker or denser than the person with oily skin. Do you understand? So, for instance, in terms of your cleanser, you want to ensure that your cleanser is more creamy rather than gel, even though there are gentle gel cleansers now. So for instance, the CeraVe cream to foam cleanser is a bit more gentle than the foaming cleanser, for instance. So for someone with dry skin, and there are other gentle cleansers, like the simple micellar facial gel wash is a very
Yeah.
gentle cleanser that dry skin can use. Then when it comes to your sunscreen, I mentioned the Black Girl sunscreen, both the kids version, which I prefer to the black one, is
Yeah.
good for people that have dry skin. On your body, like I said, you can do the Eucerin. This is intensive repair lotion. Okay, so that's also fine. For body care routine, I mean, like I said, gentle things, no retinol body washes, no salicylic acid body wash. So in terms of your body care routine, just gentle. I mean, your shower gel, this is also a skin body made me buy it moment. So you can do Dove. I've been loving St. Ives body washes. I'm telling you, as in I'm
Somebody
sold
told
out
me
on this.
about St. Ives. I said I was going to get it. Like maybe I've not been
See,
to
see, as in my whole family is hooked. My whole family is hooked on this thing because they just give you a tropical experience. Each different I wanted to say flavor, but yes, you can do just those body washes. Do you understand? And you can also do there's this glow multi oil body wash by Naturium.
Natural.
That one
Yeah.
is also gentle, especially like in the mornings when you're in a rush. You don't have time to be rubbing like different layers. If you wash with that, your body is already moisturized. So you can just go from there to sunscreen and you're out of the house. So you can do that body wash. Then, of course, sunscreen, please. You cannot, Adeline, you should also do sunscreen on the exposed part of your body. So maybe like your hands and your feet, if you're wearing long sleeved and trousers, for instance, and then obviously your neck as well, you need to apply sunscreen. Remember I said for your tummy, you need to go in with moisturizers on your tummy, hyaluronic acid and vitamin C on your tummy. It will really help with stretch marks. So that's it with regards to body skincare. And you can use amlactin lotion, which contains lactic acid, for your knuckles, your elbows, where you have very rough patches. And you can use it daily. That one is fine.
Okay.
Yes, Skinholic said she's tried St. Ives once and she has not been able to drop it. I am telling you, as in, I'll be passing the aisle. That's why
I'm
I picked
listening.
like 5. I picked all 5 because I know then the next month, this one has not finished. I've carried the next one. No, I'm telling you, it's just
Someone actually
fantastic.
recommended, like, and I'm like, okay, no problem. Like when I go, it's like, but
Yes,
I've not been to supermarket for a
yes.
very long time. But
Yeah, actually,
I'm
really
going
nice.
to,
Really nice.
see and try review and see, let me see if I can. But to be honest, I really like I don't just use one
Product.
body wash, yeah. So, but let's see if it's like I want to fall in love with it because I mean it's like very affordable, I believe. So, and I mean that's what
It's very
really,
affordable. I
yeah.
think this whole thing cost less than 3K. This whole bottle,
And it
2007 or
lasts long.
something.
So I mean it's a
Yeah,
big bottle.
it does last. It lasts. Someone
Someone
said,
said,
"What
yeah,
non-organic?" I'm seeing a
product
question here.
can we
What
use to have
non-organic
glowing
product,
caramel skin?
glowing caramel
Are
skin?
you going to help me with that? Because first of all, I'm not going to start saying that there's no caramel skin. Yeah, your skin can be glowing and it looks like honey and like that, like that, like that. But when it comes to skincare, white, black, Caucasian, whatever you are, you can actually use any type of skincare. When it comes to sunscreen, obviously, there's some that would give black skin a cast. But like basic things like toners, lotions, cleansers, we don't have like that skin color. We don't do that skin color thing. So sorry for what Nigerian organic brands have done to you, but there's really nothing like caramel skin. Um, Non-organic product that we can use to have glowing skin. To be honest, skincare is a journey, and if you have it as it's a lifestyle. So the day that you are breaking out, you won't say, in fact, I'm not doing this thing again. Do you understand? It's a lifestyle. Because you will not start glowing immediately. Because the damage that has been done did not happen in a day. So that change did not happen in a day. You have to be very patient. Once you start seeing skincare as a lifestyle, it's just a lifestyle. You worry less about what people have to say. One, secondly, you worry less about a product is not working, and you have to understand that because something is working for somebody doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's why people like me, we are here to make reviews. And when you want to make your choices, when you're about to buy a product and make a choice, you can read reviews, from different people and then make a choice. And that doesn't mean that it's going to still work for you. Um, Skincare is expensive and it's try and error. Sadly, that's like the only down part about skincare is try and error. What works for this person, and vice versa. So if you want to have glowing skin, to be honest, you don't have to do much. You just have to invest in a very good body wash, a moisturizing one, not the one that's going to strip your skin. I would always easily recommend Dove because it's very accessible. Wherever you are, you can always find a Dove body wash that's good. So you can find the Dove body wash. A regular body lotion. Regular Nivea. Nivea has like always been my thing. So Nivea, you can use Nivea. Body oils, that's one thing people sleep on. People sleep on body oils, like they're really, really important. Like they actually do that thing that you want. So, and if you do
They
this,
give a
like,
glow. They give
yeah,
a glow.
that's, your skin is moisturized, and and then you go the extra mile. You can get a body sunscreen to protect your skin if you know that your skin is very prone to darkening, or you're always very exposed to, like, the sun. You're always out. Someone like me, I'm at work from morning till like it's evening, so that might not be a problem for me. But if you're always out there, you want to get a body sunscreen. You do this time and time and time again, before you start introducing other things like actives into your body routine, like amlactin, where it's like a lactic acid which is going to help exfoliate your skin. But you want to start with the basics first. So something like that is actually what's going to help you to have a glowing skin in the long run. And that being said, people still, go the extra mile. People that have money, have the time, or they're just really, into this skincare thing, they can actually go and, people do pills on their body. But you have to see someone that's like really, really, this is your thing. You want to see an esthetician or a dermatologist, someone that knows their onions to work on your body, in case you have, like, someone like me. I'm not really, there's some certain things that are just normal to have, like, not so bright or even elbows and all of that. So there's sometimes some people don't like it. Some people want to change, so they work on it. Someone like me, I really do not care so much, because it's the elbow. So basically, it's a process. So once you start getting into it, you would understand better. And I hope like this helps. Body routine is very simple. It's not a big deal. But if you have some concerns, like some people have like concerns, and you want to like speak to your esthetician, But basic, taking care of your body is the easiest thing to do, to be honest.
Before we round off, I just want to just sound a load of, warning when it comes to when we shop for skincare. I mentioned it earlier that, we have to just be careful out there, because a lot of people are unscrupulous right now, and because they prey on our desire to, achieve this uni skin tone, which is not possible, because it's normal for different parts of our body to have different colors, like the elbows because of friction, your knees because you probably kneel to pray, or you're a Muslim, for instance, and you have a dark patch on your forehead, for instance, because of the friction, so it's probably normal. So a lot of people want to prey on our insecurities, and they, label all sorts of this glowing, that glowing. That's why I said in this environment, anything that is brightening, I'm always so worried when I go shopping, when I see something glowing or toning or something. And then some people say that it is shea butter that is inside and coconut oil. Let me let you people know that shea butter and coconut oil has never lightened anybody's skin. So if you are using a shea butter product or something that they say is coconut oil or is organic, which there's nothing organic inside, everything is just a mix of a lot of chemicals, and that thing is lightening your skin, please, you need to discontinue it, because it definitely has possibility of even banned ingredients inside at unhealthy concentrations that even the person mixing it doesn't have an idea about the concentration he or she is achieving by mixing all these things together. And it's almost like if I were to put something in a bottle and just give it to you and say drink, there's no label, you don't know what's inside. Even if I'm your doctor, I put a post on my medical page and said nobody should give you tablets in a sachet and not write the name of the drug inside. Don't take it. So nobody should give you skincare and say, oh, they mixed it for me, and then it doesn't have label, it's just glow cream or glow sets on it. Please. So even in pregnancy, they will say I've seen pregnancy set to skin body. I've seen pregnancy glow sets. So please, I'm really begging you guys to please be very careful. The little one that you are bringing to this world is so important. We see a lot of kidney failure and all these things in younger and younger people, and it's getting worrisome, and hypertension, and you're wondering what exactly is going on. We cannot rule out the fact that some of the things that we're actually putting on our skin is getting into the body. All these babies, that's a story for another day.
Yes, because they're even
Baby
making
glow
bleaching
something.
products for babies also. So all
Yes,
these
yes. And
organic things is a
no,
no-no.
no,
It's a all
no,
these
please.
things. It's a no-no. You want
Yeah.
to deal with a brand that you can hold responsible. I want to
Yes,
be
yes,
able to, if I have an issue, like a serious issue, I can hold this brand. I can hold a brand responsible. I can say simple. I use the simple product, and to be
yes.
honest, this is what happened. I can make
Mm-hmm.
reviews, and simple would not come to my DMs to come and say trash. Simple will not come to my DMs.
Yes,
Simple will not go and meet other makers of skincare and say, oh, skin body don't have anything to do with skin body. Oh, don't relate to skin body. And that's why I'm always very careful when I am dealing with skincare from Nigeria, basically, because aside the fact that a lot of them are still like trying to like get their formulations right. I mean, everybody does, even the international brands are still trying to like get their formulation. Like, I mean, that's the essence of science. You keep experimenting till you get what's like correct. But I've seen other skincare enthusiast influencers say, "Oh, I made a review for this product, and this the owner unfollowed me because the review wasn't pleasing, all of that." I don't like drama, so I rather like stay in my lane. If I really genuinely want to purchase a product, I'll purchase the products. I purchased most of my products, so I'll purchase the product. I make a review, and to be honest, that's it. Don't buy something that that if you go and call the vendor out, or they start telling you that they start telling you that they're trying to bring down their business and all of that. Doesn't mean that those international brands too won't act funny or all of that, but I mean they have levels to these things, and trust me, you don't want to be um in that situation where you're trying to give feedback to somebody about something that you bought from them, or and they are they're not even trying to reason with you. You don't want to be in that position. So basically, there are also Nigerian brands though that they're quite good. Like we said, body oils. Body oils, I know that I've used from a Nigerian brand. That's like the only product I've used from that Nigerian brand is Aramid Glow Oil, and I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. So which other products can I recommend here as a Nigerian brand? To be honest, if I have, I would always post on my stories, but I'm always like really, really careful because I'm not trying to get or make enemies on Instagram because of reviews. So basically that's it. If you have any questions, you have more questions, drop them because we're going to be going off very soon. Somebody said, what of bio oil? Like Dr. Esther said, it's just bio oil, it's just oil. I've not used any high euros. I hope I got that pronunciation right because this babe taught me how to. I've not used any of the products, but I heard like they have like really good products, but I haven't used any of them. And if you know me, I will not recommend what I've not used. To be honest, even with the international products, somebody asked me, "Oh, I really don't know. I've seen good reviews about it, but I have not used it. If I've not used it, I'm not going to recommend it for you. If I'm ever going to recommend anything for you, please save this live. I just joined. Oh, of course, I'm going to save. I always save the lives. You can also watch the ones that we've had like the past week. So, Dr. Esther, do you have anything more to tell us?
Okay, so the most importantly, since the people that just joined us, as with any skincare products or anything you're taking, any supplement, please let your doctor know before you start using them or before you start taking them. In medicine, we usually weigh the risk versus benefits of using something. So if there's a skincare product that you want to use and we don't think is essential and we are concerned about the safety, we will most likely prevent you or stop you from using it. So we know that pregnancy is a short-term period, and so we are more concerned about your health and that of your baby in pregnancy. So please discuss your routine, what you're using with your doctor so that your doctor can verify if it's safe enough. Please take care of yourself. For those of us that are pregnant on this live, we are looking forward to welcoming your little one share your baby showers with
Invite
us,
us,
on social
so
media.
invite us
Invite
for
us,
naming ceremony.
electronic invitation. We would love to share your joy.
Alright.
If you have any questions, of course, you have my handle. You also have Skin Buddies as well. So please feel free to drop your questions. We can do other posts to answer your questions. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed, and well, we always enjoy talking with you on and off here. So it's like
Thank you. Same
always a
here.
privilege.
Same here.
I'm very, very
Same here.
glad. A lot of people are saying, this was informative. A lot of people are not pregnant here. Some of them are not even married, but still, they still stayed. So thank you. Because I mean, we want to get pregnant one day and we don't want to. And to be honest, I think we should also say it's also normal for these things to happen during pregnancy. Because your
Yeah.
friend she got pregnant and her skin was still glowing and she was still, and you had like the opposite. Doesn't mean that,
Okay.
doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Like I said, skincare is a lifestyle. If the skincare, if it wasn't working for you during pregnancy, or just keep doing your thing. You might even see the effect after you now give birth to your baby, and you see how, like, fast, like, it goes. And even if it doesn't go fast, and even if you don't get this effect, it's still okay. Skincare, you still have all your life to do your skincare. Trust me. So once you start seeing skincare as a lifestyle, as your everyday thing, you'd easily block out the noise. It's all about you and nobody else. It's about your own journey, and nobody else's. So thank you so much. I'm going to save the live. I'm so glad I didn't have any network issue like I've been having with the last live. Like, praise God. Well, I'm using my own Wi-Fi, but I mean, still, so I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really happy. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Next week we have another live, and some people have been asking me in my DMs, Skin Buddy, you're not posting, like, yeah, I know. Right now there's a lot of things happening, behind the scenes. Personally, I'm just trying to, like, balance. So but you guys are still going to see me every Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, depending on when the speaker is available to speak to us. Thank you so much, Dr. Esther Adelopo.
Yes.
Adelopo, thank you so much. I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you guys.
welcome.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I would be saving the live now, so you can always save. When I share the live, make sure you comment, save it, so you can easily find it, just in case there are other posts that would not make you find it when you need them. So just to recap, retinols, I know. No retinol. If you're going to be using salicylic acid, you want to use salicylic acid that will wash off, like your cleansers, instead of a serum which is going to stay on your skin. And you want to use a salicylic acid 2% and below, nothing higher than 2%. Safe product to use, niacinamide. Unfortunately, my TMB3 contains beta-arbutin, and it is not safe to use arbutin during pregnancy. But you can use niacinamide in other forms, like the ordinary niacinamide, just niacinamide in itself. You can use vitamin C, very good. You can use azelaic acid, which is like the best, to be honest, because it helps your hyperpigmentation and also acne, and it can also help you to refine your skin texture. For kojic acid, tranexamic acid, we said they were like in between, so you're not sure, but always consult with your doctor. What else? You want to use moisturizers, but just make sure your skin is, like, really, really hydrated, well moisturized, to avoid, the stretch marks from coming, or at least
Judgment.
reduce the occurrence of stretch marks, or when they come, so they are not so obvious. Basically, you want to always use hydrating products, hyaluronic acid, product that contains ceramide, propolis, and all of that. We talked about Sika, Centella, HCS Sika. Basically, you might not see that product, that ingredient in just one product. It's like really, really hard. But if I find a product that's just like that, I'm going to post it on my story. I'm going to post on my story and talk about it. But you can easily find it in the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast balm. If you know me, I really love that balm, because I mean, my skin barrier is like, my skin is going through it right now, but it's one product that really, really helps with stretch marks. so you want to use that to moisturize your skin. Other things like going over for toners, you want for exfoliation, yes, you want to help to, like, brighten your skin, those dead skin cells are making your skin look, dark and all of that. You say mandelic acid is good, lactic acid is good. For glycolic acid, we said anything higher than 10% is a no. Usually, glycolic acid has like the smallest molecule size in the AHA family, so it's very hard to break down, for skin to break down. You don't want hard things during pregnancy. You want like really easy, to use products that your skin can easily like work with. So glycolic acid less than 10%, 10% is okay. For everything we have said here, please consult to your medical provider, your doctor, and they will be able to assist you. If you would like to speak with a medical doctor, we have Dr. Adeloko here, and she would be happy to assist. You can always send her a DM. She also has another page. I'm sure it's probably tagged in our profile, so make sure you follow her. As you're leaving this live. Make sure you're following her. That's like
thank you
can do for this gems she has dropped for us. Again, no retinol. No retinol. You can use retinol. Retinol is perfect after you give birth to your baby. You can use retinol for the bounce back, but during pregnancy and after lactating, after that process, you can start using your retinol back and all of that. Thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of the evening. Tomorrow is public holiday. Sadly, somebody's going to work and it's not me. I think my boss is on this live. Shout out to you. But really, I'm having serious cramps. I just started and I'm like, oh Lord, I just want to be in bed right now. But I came up here, showing up for something that really makes me happy. If you have
and we appreciate you for that.
For it. Thank you guys so much. Skin Body loves you. Let me show you guys something before we go. I was looking for something to wear. I didn't know what to wear. But can you guys see? Yes, and there's only one Skin Body. Only one Skin Body. There will always be just one Skin Body. So yes, thank you for letting me feel myself on this live. Thank you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.